Welcome to the Riskwiser Zone, the podcast where we dive into the world of stocks and finance to help you make informed decisions about your investments. I'm your host, Lewis, and I'm excited to share today's stories with you. We're starting off with a look at the latest news from Olectra Greentech, which just released its Q1 results. The company reported a 7.3% year-on-year growth in consolidated net profit, reaching Rs 26,203 crore, up from Rs 2425 crore in the same quarter last year. Revenue from operations also saw a significant increase, surging 10.6% to Rs 34722 crore. It's worth noting that Olectra Greentech's Insulator Division performed particularly well, with revenue rising 46.5% to Rs 54.98 crore. The e-vehicle division also saw growth, albeit at a slower pace, with revenue reaching Rs 292,224 crore, a 5.7% increase from the same quarter last year. We'll be keeping an eye on how these results impact Olectra Greentech's share price, which has had a bit of a roller coaster ride over the past year. Despite a decline of 9.17% over the past 12 months, the stock has gained 4.43% in the past 6 months, with a sharp 24.82% rise over the last 3 months. Of course, it's always important to consider multiple perspectives when evaluating investment opportunities. We'll be discussing more about Olectra Greentech's results and what they might mean for investors in future segments. But first, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The market as a whole has been experiencing some volatility lately, with various factors contributing to the ups and downs. We'll be exploring these trends and more throughout the show. We'll also be talking about the latest developments in the world of mid-cap stocks, including an interview with a leading expert in the field. And, as always, we'll be sharing our own analysis and insights to help you navigate the complex world of finance. So, stay tuned for all that and more. We'll be right back with more from the world of stocks and finance on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We're glad you're still with us as we dive into our middle segment. Today, we're exploring the impact of trade policies on businesses and economies around the world. We've got a fascinating story for you, straight from the United States, where President Donald Trump's tariffs have been making headlines for months. Now, we know that tariffs can be a complex issue, with proponents arguing they protect domestic industries and critics saying they spark trade wars and hurt consumers. Let's take a look at how one small business, KAVU, is navigating this uncertain landscape. Founded by Andrew Barr in 1993, KAVU is an outdoor apparel company based in Seattle, Washington. They import products from countries like Vietnam, India, and China, which means they're directly affected by the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. According to reports, KAVU has been absorbing some of the tariff costs, but with the extra levies revealed in April, including duties of 46% on Vietnam and 26% on India, it's becoming increasingly challenging for the company to turn a profit. Barr has considered alternative solutions, such as manufacturing some items in Seattle or moving production to Central America. But so far, these options haven't been feasible. As a result, KAVU has made the tough decision to increase prices for their 2026 summer line by around 15% to 30%. This move may help mitigate the impact of tariffs, but it also risks deterring customers. The company's preseason sales for next summer are already down 15% compared to this season, and Barr is worried he might need to lay off some of his 28 employees in the coming months. Now, we want to acknowledge that trade policies can be a contentious issue with valid arguments on both sides. While some argue that tariffs are necessary to protect American industries, others claim they lead to higher prices for consumers and hurt small businesses like KAVU. It's essential to consider multiple perspectives when evaluating the effects of trade policies. As we continue to monitor this situation, we'll provide updates and insights to help you better understand the complexities involved. For now, it's clear that KAVU's story is just one example of how trade policies can have far-reaching consequences for businesses and economies worldwide. We'll keep a close eye on developments and bring you more analysis in the future. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. As we wrap up another informative episode, I'd like to shift our focus to some pressing global issues that have been making headlines recently. From trade tensions to social movements, it's essential to stay informed and consider the potential implications for investors. Let's start with the ongoing situation in the Middle East, where thousands of people have gathered in Tel Aviv to protest against Israel's actions in Gaza. The conflict has sparked a global debate, with many leaders calling for an end to the violence. As we navigate these complex geopolitical waters, it's crucial to remember that investor sentiment can be influenced by such events. Meanwhile, in Japan, a 93-year-old survivor of the Nagasaki atomic bombing is urging young people to create a movement for the abolition of nuclear weapons. This poignant reminder of the devastating consequences of war serves as a timely warning about the importance of diplomacy and international cooperation. In other news, the United States and Japan are working together to announce that tariffs won't stack on Japanese goods. This development has the potential to ease trade tensions between the two nations and could have positive implications for investors. As we've discussed before on this show, trade agreements can significantly impact global markets, so it's essential to stay up to date on these developments. As we consider the complexities of our interconnected world, it's vital to maintain a balanced perspective and avoid making emotional decisions based on short-term market fluctuations. By staying informed and taking a long-term view, investors can better navigate the risks and opportunities that arise from global events. That's all for today's Riskwiser Zone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, invest with caution.